Welcome to Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro's official podcast. This is your opportunity to go behind the scenes of Rockstar Pro and hear from the wrestlers themselves. Now here are your hosts, Mark Turner and Bork Torkleson.
Greetings, shit whistles, and welcome back to the Backstage Pass.
It starts.
Episode 73 of Rockstar Pro's official podcast. And Mark, we got a lot to talk about headed into a killer Christmas this year.
Hell yeah, we do. So much going on. So much happening at our last iPay-per-view, Don't Stop Believing. So much has been going on at AMP the last few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Ready for a killer Christmas?
Well,
I'm ready for everything.
Well, if you're so damn ready, let's go ahead and get started.
No, I don't want to.
Where's this attitude coming from?
I don't know.
So,
you started. How about that?
All right, I'd be happy to. So,
I called the shots.
That's not the case at all. You know that, right?
Isn't it my podcast?
No.
Is that how it works?
No.
Backstage Pass?
It's ours at best.
Okay.
But I've been on every episode.
Yeah.
You have not.
No, I haven't. It's been a long time. What was the other guy's name? Gryffindor? What was his name?
Griffin Gunn.
Griffin Gunn. I thought it was Gryffindor.
You're wrong.
Okay. Go ahead.
You still read those children's books?
No, I don't.
Watch the movies?
Not in the last few months, at least.
All right, so at Don't Stop Believing at the beginning of November, we had an incredible iPay-per-view for you that you can still find at rockstarpronetwork.com for just $5 a month. We kicked off the night with Dave Crew versus pardon me.
What'd you say?
I combined the two into one sort of super tattooed hairy being.
It was the superhero, no doubt.
Dave Christ.
Did he have a crew cut?
Defeated Lord Crew.
Well, yeah, Dave Christ did, and it took not one but two square encompasses.
You're right.
To defeat Not Lee Crew.
Really, you're going to do that again?
Yeah. I said it on commentary, and you loved it so much, I thought I'd bring it back.
No,
Not Lee Crew.
You're technically correct in that it's not Lee Crew,
No,
it's just Lord Crew.
I thought his name was Lee Crew. I
Well,
don't know.
you're an idiot.
But yeah, Lord Crew. It took two square encompasses to defeat him.
Yes.
Dave Christ did pick up the victory.
Indeed. After that, we saw the international crisis, the Tokyo Monster.
Yeah.
Cahagas returned to Rockstar Pro. He took out Steve Manders in a one-on-one contest.
Yeah, this guy really is a monster. Cahagas took down Manders pretty dominant fashion, and we just saw this past episode of Amped. He did the same thing to Lord Crew. Lee Crew?
No,
Lord Crew.
just Lord Crew.
I just want to say Lord Crew's name again.
I know you do. Also, we saw not just three, but all five members of the administration. That is the president, Bruce Gray, the executive secretary of offense, Mr. Bruce, the executive secretary of defense,
You're listing all of them?
Mr. Boone, and the brothers of construction. You know, for the barricade, Vinny and Dom Bambino defeat the Trash Punks of Ron Mathis, Christian Cobain, and Crash Jackson, and the Gym Nasty Boys, White Mike and Timmy Lou Retton, along with Pompano Joe.
That's right. It was supposed to be a 3 versus 3 matchup, and instead we had all five members of the administration. What's that about? I've never heard of a 5-on-3 matchup in the history of wrestling in my life.
Well,
how did Bruce Gray pull that one off?
Rockstar Pro is always breaking new ground.
It was completely unfair. The administration had the advantage all completely on their side, and Bruce Gray took full advantage of it.
It was a brilliant political coup, and the administration came out on top.
Yeah, I guess they did, but that's not all we saw. We also saw Alex Colon go one-on-one with Jake Something, making his Rockstar Pro debut. What's his name, Bork? What's his name?
Something?
Yes, you got it.
I know.
He's always asking me, and he's always asking everybody.
Yeah, he says it's a statement, but it's clearly a question.
It's obviously a question.
It ends in a question mark.
Even though... Did you say Mark?
Shut up.
Even though Jake Something lost the match, he looked very impressive in his debut.
Yeah, and we've seen him a couple more times since then. Jake Something, I think, is bringing... No, I'm not even going to do it.
Something to the table.
To Rockstar Pro.
Oh, it wasn't the table?
No, not to the table.
I got it wrong.
We also saw Samantha Heights defeat Aaron Williams. It was a great win for Sam, but must not have felt like it. Aaron turned his aggression against her after the match, really beat her down. Thankfully, Dave Chris came out to make the save.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Samantha Heights, a huge victory for Sam, one of the biggest she's ever had in Rockstar Pro beating a former 4-time Rockstar Pro World Champion in Aaron Williams. But the thing is, that victory may have been the worst thing to ever happen to her, because Aaron Williams has just been attacking her relentlessly for weeks after that.
Yeah, he just won't let it go and won't relent. These taunting attacks against Samantha Heights just won't stop.
No, not at all. And it will come to a head at a Killer Christmas. But we'll talk about that later.
Yes, we will.
Spoiler alert.
We also saw Jeremiah defeat a gentleman who debuted at Rockstar Pro, Darby Allin, his first time here, and Jeremiah was successful against him.
Yeah, Darby Allin, he looked impressive in his debut. He showed a lot of high-flying ability, but Jeremiah just went right through him, hit him with a knee strike, and won the matchup. Jeremiah, he's looked impressive as of late.
Yeah, we know the 2 rules of professional wrestling, right? Hogan's got to pose.
Oh, yeah?
And Darby Allin's got to jump off some random shit.
Oh, yeah. I'll write that down. I didn't realize that.
Now you know.
So Darby Allin doesn't pose?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
In a match that was difficult for me to watch because it was 2 of my closest friends, Clayton Gaines defeated Zachary Wentz with a 3cc through the ropes.
Yeah, what a matchup right here. I mean, honestly, it's just awesome watching these two compete.
Yeah, you're
nowadays.
right.
Clayton Gaines and Zachary Wentz, just see how far they've come.
Yeah.
Since they started out from Lima, Ohio years back, and now Zachary Wentz and Clayton Gaines, they're both so good now. And what a victory that was for Clayton Gaines to defeat Zachary Wentz. That is a big one right there for Clay.
No question about it. Impact superstar Zachary Wentz.
Right.
Yeah, so you're going to give Clay his fair due here.
That's a big victory for Clay. No question about it. He looked great in that match.
So you'll finally admit that he is indeed too swole to control.
I think it'd be controlled a little bit. I don't know.
Once again, you're an idiot. We also saw a tag team championship match in which the Dirty successfully defended their titles against James Drake and Anthony Henry, the Lethal Enforcers.
Yeah, the Dirty. I mean, what a run they've had as Rockstar Pro Tag Team Champions, at least through this event. An incredible run. We saw them beat the Hooligans the month before this, and now defeating Drake and Henry. Dirty, they've just been great tag team champions.
Yeah. You ever play Lethal Enforcers?
No, I haven't.
I had it on Sega CD.
Ooh, Sega CD.
Yeah.
Going old school there.
Yeah, you know.
Showing a little bit of your age, but that's okay.
That's quite all right. I like video games.
Yeah. Well, Lethal Enforcers, was it only on Sega CD? Is that only?
I think it may have been on other systems, but it was a light gun game, so it came with like a bright blue and or orange revolver-looking piece of plastic.
Okay. I never had a Sega CD. I remember I was jealous of my one friend that had the Sega CD.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you.
I wasn't your friend.
No, not at all.
Still not.
Nope.
So in our main event, Dustin Reyes successfully defended his Rockstar Pro World Championship against Larry D in a last man standing match. And I gotta admit, he did it in a way that I have never seen before in a wrestling ring.
That was creative. And we've talked about how Dustin Reyes, how he's the mind of his group there, of the Night Riders.
Correct.
And Dustin Reyes used that mind right there when he tied up Larry D. What did he use? Tape to wrap chain. That's right, to wrap his leg around the ring post there. Larry D couldn't get to his feet, and Dustin Reyes won the matchup. And just an enormous victory for Dustin Reyes to retain the Rockstar Pro World Championship. But as big news after the matchup, when he attacked Larry D and targeted that right hand.
Yeah, and smashing that right hand with a chair. Only Alex Colon came out to make the save, and we thought maybe a change of heart there from Alex, but it turned out to be a clever ruse, and the Night Riders, they weren't taking a hiatus. They weren't going their separate ways. Alex Colon and Dustin Reyes were always on the same page.
See, here's the thing. I mean, Aaron Williams, we've kind of seen him a little bit put to the side in the Night Riders group. It's been more Dustin Reyes and Alex Colon, all because Aaron Williams had these chair attacks, right? And now Dustin Reyes, you see him attacking Larry D with a chair, attacking the right hand. So I thought maybe Alex Colon, he's the one where he's like, hey, I've had enough of these chair attacks by any of you. But no, they just fooled us. So I thought they were having a championship match a week or two later on Amped, but it wasn't to be.
No, the Night Riders, arguably stronger than ever. They may not be tag team champions, but Dustin Reyes is Rockstar Pro World Champion. But all that happening over the last month at Amped, we've also seen 2 tag team title changes.
Yeah, absolutely. The Trash Punks there of Crash Jackson and Ron Matthews,
yes.
they defeated the Dirty. And a shocker there, Crash Jackson getting the pin in the matchup to win the Rockstar Pro Tag Team Championships. And then just 1 week later, the Hooligans making their return. They win the Rockstar Pro Tag Team Championships, beating the Trash Punks.
Yeah, so lots of crazy stuff going on at Amped. But before we get to a killer Christmas, Mark, we've got the Spotlight segment. I didn't arrange a guest. Have you done anything?
I think I found somebody. He was alone in the corner, but I found him. He looked like he wanted to talk. He really wanted to say something, so I got him here.
You just got some vagrant off the street?
No, off the street. He was in the corner of this building. So, yeah, in the Rockstar Pro Arena.
Oh, I dread to think what you've put together for us.
He's a good guy.
All right, let's get to it.
So we're here. This is who I found, Bork. I saw him in the corner of the arena.
Oh, yeah.
He was all alone, and he looked like he had something to say.
No,
I brought Pompano Joe, everyone's favorite homie, here to the Spotlight segment of the Backstage Pass podcast. It's awesome having Pompano Joe here.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Yeah, I get it.
Pompano, I just have to ask you. I mean, Killer Christmas. Homie Alone. It's named after you, man. How does it feel to have a holiday show, a tradition here in Rockstar Pro, named after you? How does that feel, Pompano? It's got to feel good, right?
It's awesome,
Good,
especially
Well,
after,
I mean, it's not really named after
getting...
him. I mean, it's called A Killer Christmas. Like, Homie Alone is just the subtitle. It's not really the name of the pay-per-view.
It's the best part of the pay-per-view, though, Bork. It's the best part.
Oh, no, how is it possibly the best part? It's a Christmas tradition that we've done, I believe, every year since we've started running these shows here at Rockstar Pro. It's not about the Homie Alone part.
Well,
it's about the Killer Christmas part.
Homie Alone is the first time ever, though. Homie Alone is the best part of it. It's the first time we've ever done Homie Alone. It's great. The poster's awesome. The poster's amazing. It's great.
Well, I mean,
Joe's killing it right now.
I gotta admit, it's a creative poster design put together by JP, our announcer. You know, he may not be that personable or likable or hygienic, but you know, he can put together a good poster, right?
Yeah, he does.
And I mean,
He does a
like,
good job.
look at this, Pompano even wearing the Homie Alone T-shirt. I mean,
There's one of those. I'll buy one of those. How much?
They're $20.
I mean,
available
like,
at the merchandise table.
there are plenty of great shirts
Let me get a plug
available
Come on,
from all
shirts.
the great
Come on,
wrestlers here at Rockstar Pro. And not only does each
already getting
wrestler
ridiculous.
have T-shirts to sell, you can buy Rockstar Pro branded gear here each and every Wednesday
here's the
and
thing.
the first Friday.
Bork, here's the thing. We're
Stop
talking about
interrupting me.
Pompano Joe here. Let's
Exactly.
talk about Pompano. Let's talk about,
okay.
Let's make a deal. How about let's make a deal?
Okay,
with
you know what?
yourself? That's
Right.
amazing. Let's make a deal.
Great
That's
point.
great.
You know,
You guys saw that, right?
No,
Yeah, that was
of
great.
course we saw it. I was your announcer for that segment.
Oh, that was
and you know, Mark, you shut the hell up.
Okay,
I
sorry.
did a great job.
Okay, sorry, sir.
The only two people who did better than me in that segment
Pompano?
were Nevaeh and Mr. Jake Chris.
Well, Jake Chris, he's better than Wayne Brady, no doubt.
Well, I mean, he's better
Jake
than everyone, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jake
we
Chris is
can't
great.
argue that point. But here's the thing: in that segment, Pompano, you managed to fart and slip on a banana peel and stumble your way into a match at a Killer Christmas. You were not booked for that show. You missed out on a Rockstar Pro World Champion shot. You missed out on getting a guaranteed spot on the Impact Show, Ohio versus Everything, December 14th. But as a bit of a booby prize, somehow in that zonk, you managed to get a spot on a Killer Christmas. So how does that make you feel?
I don't see how that's a
thought I
zonk.
had-
Honestly, Bork,
thought I
I don't
lost
see
out
how
on
that's a
some good
zonk, though.
opportunities there.
Because not
I mean,
only did he
come
get a
on,
match
Mark.
at a Killer
Gee.
Christmas, not only did he get a
Yeah,
match
yeah.
at a Killer
Please.
Christmas, John Murray was there. He got John Murray on a couch.
That's
I
like-
want to hang out with John Murray on the couch.
That's
That'd be
two
amazing.
terrible things. I mean,
What are you talking about?
he had zonk written across his morbidly obese stomach. It was clearly a zonk. He was sitting there
awesome.
double fisting hot dogs.
Yeah.
Who the hell double fists hot dogs?
John
That's
Murray
not a good
does.
time. That's a way to get a heart attack.
John Murray does.
Even though I got
Pompano-
short in the stick,
Well,
I'm
I mean,
super pumped
short
up
end
to
of the
be
stick.
on a Killer Christmas.
I don't know about that.
Homie
I mean,
alone.
ultimately, you're on the show. That's what matters. Everybody wants to be on the show. You got on the show. It was a booby prize. You got zonked, but somehow you still won.
Pompano, I have another question for you. Which do you prefer, Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2? Because I think the Wet Bandits are always better than the Sticky Bandits. No doubt.
Was
Mark, I'm
Home
gonna have
Alone
to
2 was
agree
the
with
Sticky
you.
Bandits?
Yeah, the
I don't
Sticky
remember
Bandits.
that.
Yeah, they're in New York. They had the Sticky Bandits. They would grab change
Yeah,
with
they put
their
their
tape in there.
tape around the hands,
you know,
change.
I don't remember that at
Come
all.
on, boy.
I know that
Isn't it a
the
bit ridiculous? that he
45th
got-
president of the United States is in that movie for some reason.
Yeah, he is. But you know,
You know what I
that's the
heard?
thing.
I heard that Orange is the New Black. Did you
is
know
it
that?
now? No,
Given that, Our president is the second black president of the United States of America.
Wait a minute. Come on now. Let's not go there.
What?
I just want to step in, and I got one thing to say, guys.
geez,
you
well,
guys
hang on.
talked over
Calm
me
down.
long enough.
Calm down,
I mean,
Pompano Joe.
Killer Christmas is coming up.
Well, hang on.
alone.
Let me give you some clear airspace here, all right?
been talking
We'll give you a beat, okay? And then I'll let you say your piece, all right?
All right, are we ready
Okay,
to go?
well, hang on. Let me give it a beat. Give it a second of dead air so we can get some good room tone. And then you can
just
say
tell
your
me
piece.
when to
Hang
go.
on, just
Come on, I'm
let
ready.
me give it the beat, and then you can say your piece, okay? You ready?
You deserve this, Pomp.
I got this.
And go.
Well, tonight.
That was weird. Mark,
What happened? What happened?
have you ever experienced that phenomenon known as just like lost time? Like, because I feel like the past 5 minutes, like I feel like they happened, but I have no recollection of them.
I don't know. All I know is that whenever Pompano Joe's around, it's a great party. It's a great party.
Wait a minute.
Like I remember there being, I don't know. I think I blacked out during the party. Did I?
Pompano Joe was here?
Yeah. Pompano Joe was here.
Oh shit.
I think he had a lot to say. I don't really remember anything. I don't know.
Well, who cares? Honestly, it's Pompano
No,
Joe.
he's a good guy. He's everyone's favorite homie.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. You got a match at a Killer Christmas. Good for him.
Say what you will, but speaking of a killer Christmas, Mark, let's go ahead and talk about some of the great matches that the Rockstar Nation will be privy to here Friday night, December 7th at 1106 East 3rd Street in beautiful downtown Dayton, Ohio. As you just mentioned, Pompano Joe's going to have a match.
Yeah, Pompano Joe won the right to a match at Let's Make a Deal. I mean, it's not going to be a Rockstar Pro World Championship match.
No.
And he's not going to be at the big Impact show, the
No.
Ohio versus
Oh,
Everything
God,
show.
no. Obviously not.
No, I don't know why you say obviously, but I mean,
Well-
he will have a match at a Killer Christmas, and that's a great opportunity for Pompano Joe. He's been wanting to wrestle for so long.
He has.
He gets his opportunity.
You know, honestly, all he had to do was ask. He's been going through all these crazy shenanigans, having his, a homie don't play that open challenge. I don't know what all that was about. All he has to
I
do
think
is
it's
ask.
pretty awesome. You know what? We should have Pompano Joe on here. I'm sure he has a few things to say.
That's a good idea. Maybe in the future, I don't know,
Yeah.
episode 80 or so, we could maybe have him on here. Around 73.
Yeah, maybe I'll say something. Nah, I don't think I'll say anything.
But just announced tonight, spoiler alert, we're taping this immediately following the not September, I don't even know what month it is.
Whoa, that's...
The December,
September was a long time
I know,
ago, man.
shut the fuck up, Mark. The December 5th Amped. And at the end of the night tonight, it was announced Alex Colon versus Larry D at a Killer Christmas Homie Alone.
Yeah, that'll be real interesting to see after Larry D coming to the aid of Jake Christ here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
After that Amped. We'll see what happens. Larry D and Alex Colon going one-on-one. Larry D's had problems with the Night Riders, obviously, the last few weeks.
Yes.
Now he gets his chance to get his hands, I don't know if he wants to use his right hand, but his hands on Alex Colon.
Absolutely. We'll also see tag team action between former Rockstar Pro Tag Team Champions The Dirty and the Bambino family. I have a feeling that match might get a little more complex, but nothing official yet.
Okay, yeah, the Dirty facing off against the Bambinos. It was supposed to be for the Rockstar Pro Tag Team Championships until the Dirty lost the championships to the Trash Punks, who then lost them to the Hooligans. Just crazy times going on in Amped. This is why you can't miss an Amped.
Yeah, it's been a wild...
It's been a while.
You're right, a wild couple of weeks in the tag team division. 2 weeks, 2 new tag team champions. The Hooligans, your 3-time Rockstar Pro Tag Team Champions. But we're also going to see a best of 7 series continue. Match number 5. It is all tied up 2-2 when it comes to Clayton Gaines versus Ace Austin.
Oh, do you think Clayton Gaines can compete with his ear infection going on there?
Yes, I
don't
believe he
know.
can. I think he's had enough time to recuperate. I believe the doctor's notice said that he could not compete on last week's Amped and this week's Amped. I believe he will be fit as a fiddle and in fighting condition on the 7th.
So the doctor said not only could he not compete last week, he couldn't compete this week, here tonight,
Correct.
the Wednesday before.
Yes.
Well, Clayton Gaines interfered in Ace Austin's matchup and beat the hell out of him.
Well, the note didn't say anything about interfering.
Well, I
he
mean,
can
he-
interfere in as many matches as he wants, but he cannot be in a sanctioned match.
Well, the thing is, he looked 100%. He's walking around like nothing's wrong with him.
That's the
Beating up
thing.
Ace
Clayton
Austin.
Gaines, he is too swole to control. When he looks like he's at 100%, he's probably only at 50 or 60. When he is fully at 100%, he looks like his power levels are probably around 9,000.
I think Clayton Gaines is a little worried to face Austin, and that's why he's doing this whole doctor's note thing. And we'll see what happens in match number 5.
Indeed,
see who
we
gets
will.
the advantage here. It's a big match at match number 5. Who gets the 3-2 advantage?
Indeed,
at Killer Christmas.
it will be. Fortunately, what you think doesn't really matter. Moving on, we're going to see Jeremiah take on Jake Something in a singles match. These guys have been going at it a bit over the last few weeks.
Yeah, they really have. And Jake Something, he's had several matchups now in Rockstar Pro, and he's looked really impressive. He defeated Aaron Williams in a singles match with a crazy sit-out powerbomb with all sorts of authority. This Jake Something, he's really impressive. And I said on commentary, he's a big, bad dude. Let's see what happens when he faces off against Jeremiah, who dubs himself a bad dude.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Real clever.
Yeah, there we go. I was setting something up earlier tonight. You just didn't even know.
We've also have scheduled for you a 6-man trash can match. The Trash Punks, Ron Mathis, Crash Jackson, and Christian Cobain taking on the administration. That'll be Bruce Gray, Mr. Boone, and Mr. Bruise.
Is it just going to be those three, or are the Bambinos going to throw themselves in
No,
there?
the Bambinos are in a match
pick out other
against
people
the
from
Dirty.
the crowd? Are we going to have like 10 guys on their team?
No.
What's going to happen?
No, it's going to be 3-on-3.
Okay, 3-on-3.
A trash can match.
Well, that's the way it should
6-man
be.
trash can.
There we go. 6-man matchup? Well, then I think the Trash Punks have the advantage because we have trash cans out there for the Trash Punks. It's right up their alley right there. I think they
right
have
up their garbage chute.
There you go. Garbage chute?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I think it's a big advantage for him, except the one thing you have to look at is Christian Cobain. He had a matchup here tonight where it looked like he got knocked loopy. I'm not sure
Yeah, he
what
got
his
rocked
condition
in the
is.
face, yeah.
But he did not look well in that matchup, and we'll see if he's 100% for that matchup this Friday.
Well, you never know. The Trash Punks may be fighting with a numerical disadvantage
Maybe.
yet again.
They're used to that against the administration.
Well, we also have a first blood match between Aaron Williams and Samantha Heights. And Mark, Aaron Williams has been tormenting Samantha Heights for weeks now. She tried to get a measure of revenge tonight, but it was a losing battle from the very get-go. She attacked Jeremiah and Aaron Williams before their tag match, and Samantha Heights just got the shit kicked out of her.
Yeah, that's the thing. Samantha Heights is so tough, and sometimes she's almost too tough for her own good.
Yeah.
She goes attacks Aaron Williams when his tag team partner Jeremiah is with him in the ring.
Right.
Just setting herself up for a 2-on-1 as if it's hard enough to just take down Aaron Williams. And you're right, she got beat down here tonight. She's been getting beat down by Aaron Williams for weeks now. But Samantha Heights, she's been wanting to get her hands on Aaron Williams. She'll get her chance. First blood match against Aaron Williams. Big opportunity, big time moment for Samantha Heights. Can she rise to the occasion?
Well, I know she very often keeps multiple blades on her, so the referee better check her boots, or maybe they're legal. I don't know. It is a first blood match.
First blood match.
Maybe she will draw first blood.
They say anything goes. I mean, you can stab somebody. Can you shoot somebody?
I don't know.
There's no limitations.
If that's the case, it's going to be a very short match,
I was gonna
potentially.
Say, could you just murder somebody? You don't go to court for that?
Well, no, I mean, you would win the match, but you'd still be guilty of murder.
Oh, okay.
And there'd be video evidence and, hundreds of witnesses.
Okay, somebody should tell Sam that.
Yeah, maybe somebody should.
Yeah, okay.
Get right on that. In our main event, the Rockstar Pro World Championship is on the line as the Catalyst, Dustin Reyes, defends his title against his childhood friend.
Yeah.
The mini draw, the Flying Squirrel of Ohio, Jake Christ.
Yeah, like you said, these two go way back, all the way to the barn days.
That's
these
right.
These two go. Jake Christ and Dustin Reyes, they know absolutely everything there is to know about the other person. So with that in mind, I think Dustin Reyes and his mind games don't really play as big of an advantage because Jake Christ knows that about him. He knows absolutely everything there is to know about Dustin Reyes.
Interesting point, but there's a big variable. This match is a Christmas Carnage match.
That's right. And in the Christmas Carnage match, from my understanding, we'll have presents all around the ring, and I guess weapons will be in these presents?
Yeah, the presents themselves, I assume the boxes can be used as weapons, or if you open them up, who knows what the competitors may find inside.
Yeah, I hope there's bubble wrap in there. I love bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap is not a weapon unless used to suffocate someone.
Oh, do you use it to suffocate somebody?
Well, I mean, it could be used in that way.
Okay, gotcha. Sometimes the box is the best present, You can just play with the box. Who cares what's in the box?
Really?
Yeah, I still do that.
Play with lots of boxes?
Yeah, it's fun. You can make a fort out of it. It's cool. You can put it on your head. It's like a mask.
How old are you, Mark?
I am 34 years old.
Old but still a child.
Thank you. Child at heart.
That was not a compliment.
Oh.
I mean, you have the mind of a child.
Oh.
Like Master Blaster.
Like Master Blaster?
Yeah, not a fan of the Mad Max series?
No, I'm not.
Well, sorry for that.
I play with boxes.
I know you do, Mark. I know you do. So join us at 1106 East 3rd Street in Dayton, Ohio, December 7th, Friday night at 7:30. It'll be first bell. Rockstar Pro Arena and Rockstar Pro Wrestling present A Killer Christmas, Homie Alone.
Pompano will have a match. It's going to be great.
Really? You're going to end on that downer?
I mean, I thought it was better than bringing up the box thing again. I don't think that was that funny.
That's all for this episode. Be sure to come back for another edition of Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast.